and welcome to Josef's Model Railway and Toy Room. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Just a little bit of housekeeping. You don't need to like, follow, or subscribe to any of the videos I put out there. Put them out there where I can. Have a holly jolly great time doing so. So, welcoming you back to the project we're onto. You've seen part 1. You've probably seen part 2. So now we have part 3. And that's what we're going to see today. So let's dive on in. We'll do a quick recap on where we were, and we'll come back to the scene and get this one finished off. Let's get into it.
Well, a quick recap, and you'll recall from part 1, we got a little bit of landscaping base done, and then we come back and start integrating it into the scene now as we bring the 3 modules in, get some trees in, and we did the signage on the building. We'll pick it up back with the ladders where we left it that need a coat of paint.
Okay, so here's the story. Our big ladder, which we're going to take 2 and clump it together like an extension ladder that you'd expect to see. We're doing a yellow, kind of like the Branach color that you usually see on those big type of ones. And then maybe stacked or in the rest of the truck. We'll do this one maybe in a red or a green. I haven't really decided yet, similar to your Bailey or Werner Fibreglass. So Fibreglass for the truck, and maybe, I don't know what I'm doing with that one yet. This one will keep silver, but just put the sort of blue highlights on the ends as per the Bailey and or Werner ladders that you may see that fold out or extend. This is one that obviously folds out. I don't know. So whatever. And the brown one, we're actually going to just apply a bit of dry rust to take that sheen off of it so it looks like an actual wooden ladder, even though it is pre-painted brown for you. And we're going to lean it up against the Noodle Knocker Junction signal box, even though the bigger ladder looks more appropriate because it could get to the 2nd story window, but this is just a general purpose one that we'll just leave there, and I think that'll look good just resting against the side or laying down on the side. So let's put it on time lapse and see what we come up with.
Typical camera decided not to record. Always the way, isn't it? Well, just quickly, as I was pointing out here, color schemes that we're going to be using. There's the wooden one, the aluminium one with the blue tips on it. Here's our red one with the yellow tips. We've got the green one with the black tips here. And we've also got those yellow ones with the black tips on it, which we'll wait till it dries and stack them together. That's nice, that separation in between. I thought I'd lose it. I think we've got it. And just before I forget, Goodwood Scenics did refund some £25 in inconvenience on the damaged item of that antenna mast that arrived and tried to make it good. Now, let us take a little bit of the Renaissance wax and take a little bit of black cotton, which you don't see me do here. And I just ran it, and you can see I tied it around our big yellow Branach ladder. I lined them up here for a quick sort of look at them all. And I think these all look good. They don't belong here though, but I think it's a nice comparison seeing them all. And driving to work, here is an Iveco maintenance one. They're doing a bit of road works. That's a pretty good looking truck, but rest assured, because 6 weeks after ordering, my truck has finally arrived.
The good news is we've had another delivery, and the bad news again is the box has certainly been damaged in transit. We'll be talking more about this in another video regarding collectors, where 90% of the item is owning the original box. But this is the one I chose. We've got a few personalizations. Let's get stuck into it.
Right, let's get some decals attached here. As we saw in the earlier one, a few little British Rail ones. We've just cut the size, and we're going to quickly knock up a quick ladder rack on the back for the ladders to lean against, glue them into place, and let's get those ladders sitting the best we can. Weight them down here, and I don't think it's looking all this bad, but it looks a bit too new, so a little bit of weathering now. I wasn't 100% happy with the wheels, so you'll notice I go backwards and forwards a bit. I roll the vehicle constantly to try and get it looking right, but it took me a little bit of time, but generally just a nice grey wash, the light grey wash, sorry, I'm using. and just brush it over and then wipe it back off with the finger just to bring out the detail in the gaps, and that's pretty much the story as always. Let's check out where we've ended up. Okay, now we're going to start to assemble this. Let's get that truck into the right spot now. Looks all right. We're just going to take a little bit of extra of the pastels, and we're just going to scrape them along. I'm not going to get too carried away. Like, I like this removable thing, and we can detail this up a little bit later. I think it's a plausible scene at the moment, but just grind away with the knife with a few different colors, as you can see, and we're just going to mix directly on the area with a brush. We could get a lot more serious at the moment, but just give it a little bit of a join there, and just take a little bit of our fixative spray just to lock that down into place. We'll come back to this a little later. I don't think we're quite done here yet, but for the moment I think that's a elegant way to get about it. And let's just have a few parting shots here to see the end result.
Wait, there's more.
Ah yes, this did turn out well. You can see that detail around the wheels or the tyres. I think it worked out well. We need a little sand flag, I think, on our antenna mast here. So what we're going to do is we just recycle a little bit of our red paper we had before and back-to-back glue it together and then snip out a triangle. And we're just going to put a little bit of the yellow paint on the edges. I think it gives it a reasonable type of appearance. And let's leave that to dry. And I did try dipping the other one in a little bit of red paint, get a bit more of the thicker stubby UHF effect, but it's not a winner on this one. Well, we're not looking at it from all angles, but let's blob a bit of PVA down and try and get it balanced reasonably straight. And you can see we've got something here. Let's see how this ends up looking like on the layout now, and see if we've got a bit of a winner.
Nelly the elephant packed her trunk and trundled back to the jungle. Off she went with a trumpety trump, 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 trump. The head of the herd was calling from far, far away. They met one night in the silver light on the road to Mandalay. So Nelly the elephant packed her trunk and said goodbye to the circus. Off she went with a trumpety trump, 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 trump.
Well, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end of this three-part series here on creating this little scene. We're basically done. We're going to return in the future, I'm sure. I'd like to get some figures added and maybe a few little finishing touches, maybe, so to speak. But from a landscaping perspective, this is most certainly looking very, very complete from where I'm standing. I'm very happy with how it's all turned out. But of course, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Please do stay safe, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Toodles!